because we believe, and this is our aqidah, this is our belief, that where there's no love, you cannot become the beloved. Where there's no muhabbat, you cannot become the mahbub. So we, as people, when a wali or a very great person who studied some books and kitabs and some fatwas, when he become a mufti of a particular group, he is only kept within the circumference of that group. Why? Because we made him. We gave him that status. We gave him that maqam. We put titles upon titles upon titles upon a person. And we made him. And said to everyone, this is my so-and-so. Who appointed him? Oh, the very great Mulvi appointed him. The very great learned professor appointed him. So our appointments are within our circumference. Our appointments are within our boundaries. Our appointments are within our sarhad. But those that Allah appoints,
Subhanallah.
उनका दरबार सहबन में है, उरुस बोनेला में हो।
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
Those that Allah appoints, छट्टी अजमेर में, छट्टी के लंगर साउथ अफ्रीका में, हजरत पीराने कलियर शरीफ में, and in South Africa, the Chirag of Sabri, the Chirag of Chishti, the Chirag of Qadri. Who? Because we never appoint them. Allah appoints them.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
The father of Hazrat Lal Shah Abbas Qalandar Rahmatullah alayhi, Hazrat Sayyid Ibrahim Kabiruddin.
Subhanallah.
Kabiruddin. What a name. Big name in religion. Who was he? Even when you look at Shijra Sharif. Why you read Shijra Sharif? There's two types of Shijra. One is Nasab Shijra. My Peer, his father, his father, his father, his father. That is now Nasab. And one is Bayt al Khilafat. I became Bayt of this Hazrat, and he was given Bayt and Khilafat by his Hazrat. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a family tree. But Hazrat Sayyid Ibrahim Kabiruddin, if you look at his father, was Hazrat Sayyid Shamsuddin. You look at his father, you look at his father, you look at his father. It comes right into the nasab of Hazrat Imam Jafar Sadiq.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
Sayyid Nasab. Hazrat Lal Shah Abbas Qalandar Rahmatullah alayhi's father. There are many waqiyas. I just want to give 1-2 waqiyas because of time as well. He was a khadim. He was a caretaker. He dedicated his life in the service and loyalty in making sure the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala was taken care of. So he was a caretaker. And whilst he used to clean the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, बहुत मशहूर हो गया, it became very famous and everybody came to know that this caretaker, this गुलाम लोग बहुत के बनते हैं, जब इस घराने का जब गुलाम बनता है तो वो शहंशाह।
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
Those that become gulams of the Ahle Rasool, those that become gulams of the Sayyid Gharana, those that become gulams of Panjat and Pak, their status is of gulams. But they attain the status of royalty.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
Hazrat Sayyid Kabiruddin cleaning the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala and being a caretaker in the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, people became and gave him a laqab. And that laqab was Mujab. So instead of saying Hazrat Sayyid Ibrahim Kabiruddin, say Hazrat Sayyid Ibrahim Kabiruddin Mujab. And the word Mujab is Arabic. Mujab comes from the word Jawab. Jawab is answer. People used to come with their problems and calamities to Hazrat Sayyid Ibrahim Kabiruddin Mujab Rahmatullah alayh, and he used to say to them, don't worry, I will find a help, I will find a solution, I will find an Islamic solution to your problem. He used to go into the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He used to make kalam with Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. For all the questions that he's asking in the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. When he was getting the answers, when he was getting the jawab, he used to go back and tell him, this is the Islamic answer. He became famous as Hazrat Mujab.
Subhanallah.
The one who received the answers from the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu anhu.
Subhanallah.
After that, after 50-60 years, today after 50-60 years, South Africa, people are still getting married. He was in the khidmat of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala. And one day a voice in the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala says, Ya Ibrahim Kabiruddin, it's now time for you to get married.
Allah.
He said, Hazrat, my entire life has been in your khidmat. My entire life has been in your service. My entire life has been as a caretaker in your darbar. Now at this age, for you to get married. The awaz from the darbar of Sayyidina Hussain radiallahu ta'ala says, Ibrahim Kabiruddin, I want you to get married. And for all the khidmat, I want the youngsters to listen very carefully to this. For all the khidmat and services that you have done for the deen of my Nana. For what you have done, the services, for the deen of my beloved grandfather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to grant you a child. And not only a child, but that child that's going to be born out of your marriage is going to be the falcon and the shahbaz of the awliya.
Subhanallah.
It's going to be the falcon. It's going to be the shahbaz of the awliya. And Hazrat Ibrahim Kabiruddin marries. And it is in a very great tafsir that when he marries after the age of 50-60 years. And during the time of his nikah and during the time of his marriage, there was 40 days of rejoicing because he got married. And after that, it is stated that when Hazrat Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala was born in that Sha'ban month, for 40 days after that was a festival in Iraq. Because they said this is the khadim of the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Leave the basharat of the child that is being born. For him to even have a child at this age is the karamat of Sayyidina Imam Hussain.
Subhanallah.
So Hazrat Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala was born. It was in 1177. It was in the 12th century in Marwan, in Iran. I don't want to go into many other details, but just look at a little bit of education. Today when we say we love a calendar, what do they say? Ye calendar ko pasand karte hain. Maulana ko kyun pasand nahi karte? Because calendar is majzoob. There's a difference. I read there. In the gullies of a calendar, the salik is standing in a line. What is the difference? Majzoob is the one that gets absorbed in the love of Allah. Haq hu, haq hu, haq hu, haq hu. My ustad. stated to me one waqia of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullahi alayhi.
Subhanallah.
That Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullahi alayhi with his eyes was haku. One Maulvi Sahib went past, he said, MashaAllah, he's got all different type of clothing, red, this, that. But little bit of his moustache went over his lips. And it is makruh to eat anything if the hair of your moustache goes over your lip. It is makruh. So next time when this calendar comes, let's get the scissors and cut off that, because I can't see someone saying hakku, but he is eating food that is becoming makruh. The people got together, and when Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar went into that mosque calendar, when he said hakku, they got the scissors and they were able to cut off the hair. And every strand of hair that fell on the ground, it started to say hakku.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah,
Because this is the karamat of a marde calendar.
Subhanallah.
This is the karamat. At the age of 7, Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, Sayyid Muhammad Usman Marwandi was able to memorize the Quran Majid Furqan. And this is authentic history of the Ahley Sunnah wal Jama'ah. At the age of 7, memorized the Quran. At the age of 20, was initiated into the Qalandari silsila. From there he went to Madinatul Munawwara, stayed in Madinatul Munawwara. After some time in Madinatul Munawwara, he went back to Karbala. And when he came to Karbala, he followed in his father's footsteps, where he also now started to make the khidmat in the darbar of Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiyallahu. And eventually, the pagham and the message that was given to Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullah alayhi, that you have made enough khidmat now in my darbar. I want you to take this pagham and message of Islam and go to the Indo-Pak area, especially in the area of Sindh. Allahu Akbar. Then Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi went to the family place, which was MASJID. Then he went to the Indo-Pak area. He entered through a place called Makran. He went to Karachi. And he sat at the darbar of Hazrat Sadruddin Sakari Hind alayhi rahmah. Now I just want to tell you one similarity. I know time is of essence, just another 5 minutes, Hazrat. I'll tell you similarity. When Hazrat Khaja Gharib Nawaz radiallahu ta'ala was sent from Medina to come to Hindustan, he also went to the darbar of Hazrat Data Ganje Bakhsh. And he sat in the darbar of Hazrat Data Ganje Bakhsh for 40 days.
Subhanallah.
And he made tilawat of Quran. And after 40 days, Hazrat Khaja Gharib Nawaz radiallahu ta'ala went into Wajd. And what did he say? Ganje Bakhsh Faiz Alam Mazhar Nuri Khuda Na Kisara Pir Kabil
Subhanallah.
Now Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullah alayhi comes to the darbars. Hazrat Sayyid Sadruddin Sakari Hind, Hazrat Jalaluddin Bukhari. After that he left for Multan. There was a religion called Karamatiya in Multan. When he went to Multan, he started his dawah, he started his tabligh, he started his propagation, he started his service of Islam. That was nothing but the hukum from the darbar of Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala to spread the chirag and the light of Kalma Haq La ilaha illallah.
Subhanallah.
These people of the Karamatiya started getting attracted to Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar rahmatullah alayhi. They accepted Islam to such an extent that the king of Multan also accepted and made shahadat at the hand of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar. And after that, he went to Ajmer, Kashmir, Rawalpindi, Peshawar, Dera Ismail Khan, Jang. Dadu, and then he came to 7.
Subhanallah.
When Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullah came to 7, he came to a place called Lal Bagh, which was a red garden. And I'm going to conclude with one waqiyah, which today, up to today, is the karamat of the killer at the darbar of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar.
Subhanallah.
Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullah had 2 murids. One was Budla Bahar and one was Sachal Sarmast.
Subhanallah.
Hazrat Budla Bahar used to go and propagate the deen haq la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, teaching the people of the love of the awliya, the love of Panjat al-Pak. The king of 7 sent his people and said, who is this person here? Every time he says la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, whenever he's walking he's saying Ali Maula, Ali Maula, Ali Maula. Who is this person? What are they doing here? This was the murid and the khadim of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar. To summarize the waqiyah, Hazrat Budle Bahar or Hazrat Budla Bahar was caught by the people of the king. He was made shaheed. Parts of his body were cut into small, small pieces and thrown about. When Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi, in his must and in his state and condition of Qalandari, when he started looking for his murids, whenever he used to call Hazrat Budla Bahar, what he used to say? Aya Sarkar, Aya Sarkar. He went around looking for his murids, can't find his murids, asked, where this one, where that one? Then he stood amongst that lashkar and he called out, Budla Bahar, kaha hai aap? Every piece, and every part of the body that was minced and thrown about said, Aya Sarkar.
Subhanallah, Subhanallah.
This is a karamat of the Holy Allah.
Subhanallah.
And when Hazrat Budla Bahar was put back into a mujassama, and he was in the khidmat of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi, the people of 7 still never listened. Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullahi gave him his asa and said, the next time they don't listen for the dawat of Islam, take this asa and take that whole kila, take that whole fort and take the mountain and put it on top of the fort. If you go on the internet or if you look at ASHRAFI, you will show you a picture where the fort is at the bottom and the mountain is on top of it. But someone asked Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar, Lal, red, Shahbaz, falcon, Qalandar, no limit.
Subhanallah.
That's the meaning of Lal Shahbaz Qalandar, red falcon that has got no limit. They asked Hazrat, जब ये लोग आपको सता रहे थे, when they were warning you, you took your asa and you gave it to Budla Bahar. Why didn't you take your asa and take the mountain and put it on top of that kila? Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullah alayhi must hoकर के क्या कहते हैं? When my murid Budla Bahar was taking that mountain and putting on the kila, Allah had given me the taqat. I was holding the arsh.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
Because the strength of that asa of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar Rahmatullah alayhi, if he could take a mountain and put it in the kila, jab unke gada bhar dete hain shah zamane ki jholi मोहताज का जब ये आलम है मुख्तार का आलम क्या होगा?
Subhanallah.
This is the status of the murid of Hazrat Lal Shahbaz Qalandar.
Subhanallah.
So imagine what is the status of this great one.
Subhanallah.
Before khutbah, before azan, on behalf of our mashayikh of the Ashrafiyah Khandan, Alhamdulillah, with the presentation, with the ijazat, with the permission. We've got the Ashraful Mashayikh. After Salat. So inshallah, I've got some presentations that I want to make Mullah Raja Sahib and his children, inshallah, will do that after Salatu Salam. Sarwara Shaha Karima, Dastagira Ashrafa, Hurmate Ruhe Payambar, Yak Nazar Kun Swema, wa Akhir Dawa, Alhamdulillah.